Hello students, good morning everyone. Today we are going to see one interesting topic of cybersecurity module 3. The name of the topic is firewall, which is very important. So let us see in detail. Firewall in the sense how firewall protect the network. Internet is a untrusted network of connected computers. In web browser like Google Chrome, enter name of website google.com. This request is forwarded to internet. Within second you get a reply on computer stores the content of requested website. As a result, website is displayed on screen. Hackers can get connected to internet connection. Hackers are always there on the internet. They are always keeping watch on the internet to gamble your confidential information like username, password, or your bank details. Firewall maintain list of allowed and non-allowed computers. Suppose your computer is not having antivirus, so it may happen that from the internet any virus attack on your computer system and it get affected and your computer will not work properly and you will lose all the data of your computer. This may happen if firewall is not there. That means antivirus is not there. Something like we may have our college is also having a firewall which is of costly, which is very costly, and this firewall protects us. Now there are different IP addresses are there in computer. Why IP address is used? Because your computer is identified on the internet with the help of IP address. Whenever your computer is getting connected to the internet, it is having some IP address. With the help of IP address, your computer is recognized. So there are different IPs, there are different website, but hackers having website, these are having different IP address. So you need to notify such type of IP addresses which are hackers IP addresses website, so that can be protected using firewall. So let us see. Now suppose example, two computers present on the internet, Sam and Sachin. Sam is a user and Sachin is a user. Sachin store the content of website google.com. Okay, Sam is a hacker, means Sam is a person on the internet which is trying to hack something. Its name is written in not allowed list. Just I told you there are some IP addresses on the internet which are legal, and there are some IP addresses on the internet which are fraud, which websites are fraud. So that IP addresses are also list is different, and normal IP addresses which are protected or which are pure IP addresses. Okay, they are proper. Okay, so that can be identified with the help of firewall. So its name is not allowed list. Now John type an address google.com. Since Sachin store the contents of requested website, it generates reply. But what hackers do? Sam hack connection and send reply. That means John is thinking that Sachin is thinking that, or John is thinking that Sachin is giving reply because Sachin knows the content of requested website, maybe google.com or maybe moderncollegepune.com or maybe other sites. There are different computers on the internet. So Sam accidentally what it does, it send its fraud IP address to the Sam. Now what happens, since Sam name is written is not allowed list, whatever Sam can send will be blocked by the firewall. So what I told, whatever Sam is trying to misguide Sachin, that is blocked by the firewall. That is the purpose of firewall. This method of protection is called packet filtering firewall. So in case of packet filtering firewall, you can block the website with the help of IP addresses. How? Because there are different IP addresses on the internet, and there are some legal IP addresses and there are some fraud IP addresses that can be recognized easily by the firewall, and that's why with the help of this packet filtering firewall you can know that which IP addresses are fake and which IP addresses are not, which are legal. So firewall knows which website you are currently using. Since you are watching this video, firewall maintains conversation. Okay, firewall, if you have firewall in your network, so it knows that which site you want to allow and which site you are accessing and which site you are watching. Okay, college has protected, college has used a firewall. The reason is that college want that students should data should get protected. That's why they are using a very good firewall with the help of which hackers cannot access the college website and college web server. That's why they are using firewall, and that's why firewall is very important. And packet filtering firewall checks according to the IP addresses. It checks the list of IP addresses which are legal, and if we found that this IP address is not in the legal website, the legal list, it not allow that it does not allow that IP address to visible on your screen, means to that site. Here firewall and website visited. Now you are the student of MSc Computer Science and you are regularly watching internet, and what you are watching regularly on the internet, you are watching the YouTube channels, different study lectures, notes, and you are watching on the internet. That means in your computer only that IP addresses are visible which you are watching regularly, and since it is illegal, so firewall will not stop it. But if accidentally your friend log in with your name on the computer and he's tried to access the movies website and this website and this and fraud website, if he tries to access the fraud website, so your firewall will block that site. Okay, and he knows that this guy is only using YouTube for watching different study material channels. Okay, so that thing is blocked by the firewall, and that is done with the packet filtering firewall. So here this guy is using computer regularly and accessing tutorials and this through YouTube, and firewall is noting down that which website that he is accessing regularly. He noted and he stored in the database, and if he found something unusual, since just I told you that this his friend may access his computer when in absence of him, and if that computer is on, and he will try to access movies and songs and this thing, and if something goes unusual, then firewall will block that site. This method of protection is called stateful inspection. This method of protection is called stateful inspection. Firewall can protect you becoming a victim of online hackers. Remember that. So that's why firewall is very important. Your Windows operating system is by default having a firewall, and which is very good. And in Linux operating system, the firewall is inbuilt only. Now let us see one example. John and Sam are two computers connected to internet via the third computer XYZ. John requests facebook.com. Okay, John and Sam are the two computers connected to the internet via third computer XYZ. Third computer XYZ in the sense internet service provider. When you want internet in your home, then you call to internet service provider to provide the service, and it is chargeable. Okay, and so if whatever URL you type, that first goes to the internet service provider website and then it goes to the internet. So internet thinks that internet service provider is accessing that requesting that website, but you are requesting the website, so you are hidden from the outside world due to internet service provider. John requests facebook.com. XYZ, the received request is to the internet. The computer on the internet thing, instead of John, XYZ is requesting. That's what I was telling, and requesting facebook.com. XYZ had hidden John from attackers in the internet. How XYZ hide John in with help of proxy firewall. This is the concept of proxy firewall. Previously we have seen packet filtering firewall, and here is the proxy firewall. Proxy firewall also block some packages or some what we can say, some sites and some app, and also can be blocked by the firewall, some different application also, if they are not legal, or they are legal, they are not proper, okay, they are fraud. So, like you get email like in your you have got the price of 1 crore, just give your bank detail information, then we will transfer your account, in your account 1 crore. So this such, it is called phishing part. Like another thing, like you have received a good bonus of 5 lakhs, please give your details of the bank account so we can transfer it in your bank account. And these things are fraud, and these are happening. And so with the help of proxy firewall you can protect this thing. If you want to keep hackers away, never shut your firewall off. That's why firewall is very important. In Windows operating system you might need to install firewall. The best example is antivirus. In Linux operating system you don't also need antivirus also, firewall is by default. So types of firewall: packet filtering firewall, application or proxy firewall, or hybrid firewall. Remember that packet filtering firewall comes under network layer of the OSI model. Now here packet filtering firewall, here these are the systems with different IP addresses, and this is a switch, and this is packet filtering firewall. This is a firewall which checks with the IP addresses. And remember that suppose this 200.1.1.10 system is downloading 50 GB file from the internet. Just consider it is downloading 50 GB file on the internet. Now suppose after downloading 20 GB file from the internet, something power failure or something, a system has been shut down accidentally. So when he up the system and start connecting to the internet and start downloading the 50 GB file from the internet, he need to only download the 30 GB file on the internet. 20 GB is already downloaded by him. That means he need to only download 30 GB. Means 20 GB is already downloaded. So he can only download 30 GB. Okay, that work is secured. That is a part of a checksum. So here you need to check that firewall only checks the IP address and port number. IP address in the sense it is having a list of IP addresses, and which are legal or which are secured. And if you find that any IP address which is not secured, website is not secured, he will certainly block the IP address. So firewall packet filtering firewall only checks the IP address and port number. What is port number? Port number in the sense on this computer different applications are running, like your YouTube is running, then mail, he is watching, he is receiving mail also, he is writing mail also, he is downloading files also. So different applications are running on the internet. So receive the data to proper application, that is called port number, because port number are different for different application. And to maintain the uniqueness of application, port number are given to the system. And packet filtering firewall checks IP address and port number, and that's why it is not secured, because it may happen that when you are downloading 50 GB file from the internet, and the hackers may send the virus through contents of the file. Hacker may use the content of the file, and it may go through the virus to content of the file. So packet filtering firewall cannot check the contents of the file. It will only check the IP address and port number. Suppose I am this is about the packet filtering firewall. Just now we have seen. Suppose I am downloading the file from the internet. When data packet arrives, packet filtering firewall, it only checks sender and receiver IP address and port number present in the data packet. Rules written in the list or access control are used to data packet verification. If everything is fine, data packet is allowed to pass through packet filtering firewall to computer. What is port number and IP address? That's what I told you. Packet filtering firewall is already present in router. Router in the sense which is used to route packet from source to destination. And when you want to get connected to the internet, you need the required router, because you are getting connected from one network to another network. That's why router is needed. Since if you want to getting connected to the internet, you require internet service provider, and internet service provider will provide you a router with the help of which you are getting connected to the internet. So to go from one network to another network, router is also required, and to transfer the packet from source to destination fastly, router is also required. This is the cheapest and quickest way to implement. The limitation of packet filtering firewall: it does not check data protection payload. The hackers could send some malicious code through this. So we conclude packet filtering firewall provides low security, because it only checks the IP address and port number. It doesn't check the contents of the data file. Packet filtering firewall, low cost. Packet filtering makes use of current network router because it checks IP address, makes security transparent to end user, easy to install, high speed. Since it is the high speed means because it is only check the IP address and port number. Packet filtering is generally faster than other firewall technologies because they perform fewer evaluation. That's all. Now, disadvantages of packet filtering firewall. Packet filtering firewall can degrade your system performance because it demanding task to every packet of data. Now, just I told you, if you are downloading 50 GB file from the internet using, and your system is having packet filtering firewall, it will check each and every packet IP address when it is downloading. So it will take a lot of time. Whichever option you choose, configuring and maintaining to firewall can be difficult. If network firewall fails or it is not configured properly, then this could be true disasters. Sometimes difficult to remove or uninstall a firewall completely. This could be possible in packet filtering firewall. Now the next topic is proxy firewall. Proxy in the sense which is not something like your lab, you are having a computer lab, and in your lab 50 students are sitting regularly and they are having internet. That means it doesn't mean that from each and every computer is getting connected to internet. It means that in LAN there is one server, the server is getting connected to the internet and other users are accessing internet from that server. That means students think that their computer is getting connected to the internet, but all students' computer is not getting connected to the internet. All students' computer is getting connected to the server and server is getting connected to the internet. So that server acts as a proxy server, means it acts as a proxy server. Okay, just like your internet service provider also. Internet service provider provide you internet, and with the help of which you can access internet. But remember that if internet service provider service fail of internet, so your service also fail of internet. So in that case you are getting connected to the internet with the help of ISP, internet service provider. So when you request any website, that request firstly will goes to the internet service provider server, and then it will goes to internet. Whenever user send a request to any website, it goes to proxy server, just like internet service provider. Just now I told you, whatever instruction from website first sent to the proxy, then to user. User geographical is not known in proxy firewall. That means user information is hidden from the in proxy firewall, because that computer is not directly connected to internet, it is connected to the proxy web server. Suppose you are in India and you request YouTube of America, then America YouTube will get user inform of that person in India if proxy is not there. Suppose you are not having a proxy server, means you are not having an internet service provider, and you are getting directly connected to the internet with the help of mobile phone data network. So in that case, and you are accessing the American website, of YouTube channel, study material. So in that case, they can know that this guy is from India and he is accessing the site. Okay, they can know it. They can understand it. They can check and they can find that this guy is of that India and he is accessing our YouTube channel of study material. So they can perfectly tell that. So if internet service provider is that, then it is not possible. So they will go to the internet service provider. Then there are different internet service provider on the internet. So it becomes very difficult. So that is the advantage of using proxy server, proxy firewall. HTTP proxy. HTTP proxy means HTTP is a stateless protocol. It is not secured. So that's why since it is related to web, so we are visiting different website. So it is not useful for games, music. Okay, it is configured to proxy. It does not offer any encryption. Remember that when you send requests using HTTP protocol, your username and password goes as it is to the server. It doesn't go in the encrypted format. Remember that. So be careful while using HTTP server. Nowadays all the internet on those internet servers are HTTPS, secured, hypertext transfer protocol, secured. Okay, there is something lock is there. So I will show you here. Here there is a lock. Yes, there is a lock. That means this site is secured, gmail.com, and suppose google.com, this site is also secured. But if I will write here http://uni-pune, this site is not secured. What it is telling? Connection is not secure. So that is about the HTTP and HTTPS. Okay, so encryption is not there in HTTP proxy, and if you are using HTTP, it does not enter the personal details like mobile number, or we can say bank details, or username and password. Applications of proxy firewall. Proxy firewall protects us from potential attack in internet, like if you are getting email, something like email like we are from this bank and we need your we are from RBI and we need your information of bank details. We want to check because RBI has some rules. So if you give that bank details, then you will be lost, your data will be lost, your account will be hacked. So don't give bank details. So such type of emails are there, and you want to stop such type of emails on your mail, so you need to use proxy firewall. Something like your friend is having a pen drive which is having a lot of virus, and he told you to insert in your system or laptop, so it may get affected. So if you are having a good updated antivirus, it will not allow the virus to enter in your system. So that is very very good if you are having a proxy firewall, and that is nothing but antivirus. And updated, your antivirus should be updated. Remember that always, it is always good habit to purchase a licensed copy of antivirus, because antivirus are very very important to protect your system. And also you get something, when you get something different website, like a fraud website, remember that there is always spelling mistake in that. So be careful or be watchful when you are accessing the website, or when you clicking on the website. Be careful that names, spellings mistakes are always there in fraud website. Since application firewall also checks payload of received data packet, they are much slower than packet filtering firewall. Obviously it is so much checking is done, that's why it is much slower than packet filtering firewall, but is more secured than packet filtering firewall. Now this is hybrid firewall. Hybrid firewall means here for username and password, different technique is used: encryption, decryption, steganography, or something like these techniques are used. So here firewall is different. Then in network, in our lab we are having a network, and in that network we are having NIS service, and we can protect by using inbuilt firewall of Linux. And there are different firewall are used, because one student should not copy the program from another student in the lab. That's why we are having different firewalls. Then for email, you writing an email, and for there also different firewalls are used. So in hybrid firewall, maybe packet filtering firewall are used, or maybe proxy firewall are used. Different firewalls are used, and that is nothing but the hybrid firewall. Now next, circuit gateway. Circuit gateway, in the sense, it creates a new connection between itself and remote host. It creates a new connection between itself and the remote host. User is not aware of the source and destination. We will see in diagram. Now here source IP1 is there, which is sending the packet, and here circuit gateway is there in between destination IP3 and IP2. Now destination IP3 thinks that packet is coming from the IP2, but packet is coming from IP1, and this destination IP3 thinks that packet is coming from IP2. So that is the purpose of gateway, means it is protecting the IP1. Okay, circuit gateway will replace source IP address with your own IP address. Destination thinks that packet is coming from IP2, but this change is done by circuit gateway and not by the application gateway. This is about the circuit gateway. Remember that a proxy firewall is a part of application layer in OSI model. So here source 1 is sending the packet to circuit gateway IP2, and IP2 is sending to destination IP3, and IP3 is thinking that packet is sent by IP2, but it is sent by IP1. That is the purpose of circuit gateway. That means source network 1 is sending the packet, and application gateway firewall, proxy firewall is used, which is sending which is pushing the packet to destination network 2, and network 2 is thinking that packet is coming from proxy firewall, but it is from network 1. Just I told you, in case of internet service provider, in case of internet service provider, we know that when you get connected with the help of internet service provider, your first request, whatever website you request, it will go to internet service provider first, and then it will be going to the internet, and it protects the internet, it protects the user from the hackers. Now this is one another part, that how to protect using firewall. This network is needed when organization from all its network we want to make one public server, means in our college, in our lab, so make one public server. So now in DMZ stand for demilitarized zone. Remember that DMZ stand for demilitarized zone. The demilitarized zone, there are three network interface. First interface that connects internal network, second interface that connects public network, and third interface that connect the public server. First interface that connected to internal network, second interface connect to public server, public network, and third interface connected to public server. Now here this is the internet, okay, and here is the firewall, and here is the FTP web server I want to make public, okay. So this web server we need to make public. Now remember that if this firewall will allow this user to access the internet, but if this firewall allows FTP, then it will create problem, because you might be knowing that FTP is very, very dangerous. Why FTP is used? FTP is used whenever I want to store some data, and there is no restriction for the FTP. Means in the sense, if I want to store 15 GB data on the server, I can store it using FTP. And so if we allow FTP, then it becomes very dangerous. So in such case, DMZ demilitarized zone is needed, okay. So only restricted access should be allowed between internet and the public web server. So let us see in detail about DMZ. DMZ, normally I want to make a web server accessible, that means I have to restrict all this traffic through this firewall except port 80, just I told you. And if any traffic coming from email or FTP, and for this particular server, if it will not allow to pass firewall, because firewall allows only port 80. But if I not use the condition of port 80 in firewall, and everybody FTP might use web server which is not secured, that means if students are allowed to use FTP program, FTP file transfer protocol, then it may happen the student will store every student will store 12 GB, 3 GB, 4 GB file on the server, and unnecessary server will go hang. The space will be lost in the server. Now here we are using two firewalls. That is the purpose of DMZ, demilitarized zone. Here one firewall is between external network and DMZ, means from the internet and demilitarized zone. Another firewall is between demilitarized zone and internet network, means your LAN network and demilitarized zone. All public servers are placed in public zone. We can restrict packet which are originating public server. We can restrict using demilitarized zone network. It is possible to give any service on demilitarized zone, or it is possible to restrict any service on demilitarized zone. Advantages of demilitarized zone: access of any service on a demilitarized zone can be restricted without affecting the internal network. Remember that. Here one demilitarized zone is between internet and demilitarized zone, and another one firewall is between internet and demilitarized zone, another firewall is between internal network, public web server, and another firewall is between internal network and demilitarized zone. So we can say we can restrict packet which is originating with public server. We can restrict using demilitarized network, this demilitarized network. It is possible to give any service on demilitarized zone, or it is possible to restrict any service from the demilitarized zone. So this is also part of firewall only. Access to any service in demilitarized zone can be restricted without affecting the internal network. Means you can restrict this packet coming from the internet to restrict the different website coming from the internet using demilitarized zone, and it will not affect this student internal network LAN. Okay, so that is the best purpose of using demilitarized zone. Okay, so here two firewall are used, and that's all. So in this demilitarized zone network, two firewall are used. One firewall is between external network and DMZ, and another firewall is between DMZ and internal network. All public server are placed in public zone. Here you are having two firewall in demilitarized zone. In this demilitarized zone network, two firewall are used. One firewall is between external network and demilitarized zone. Another firewall is between demilitarized zone and internal network. All public server are placed in public zone. Here public server are placed in public zone. Okay. So we restrict packet with originating from public server. We can restrict using demilitarized zone network. It is possible to give any service on demilitarized zone, or it is possible to restrict any service on demilitarized zone. Advantages are access to any service on demilitarized zone can be restricted without affecting the internal network. So we can restrict the packet coming from the internet through demilitarized zone without affecting the internal LAN. So in this part we have seen firewall, types of firewall, different types of firewall, and what is DMZ. Thank you.